You've probably heard the saying, how do you eat an elephant? The answer, you take one bite at a time. Well, in project management, that elephant is your big, scary project, and those bites are your small, manageable tasks. But this isn't just about making things less intimidating. It's a strategic move to build and maintain momentum throughout the entire project lifecycle. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Jaxom Talks channel. Today we will try and make project management a little less daunting and a lot more effective. So we're going to tackle one of the most fundamental, and frankly, one of the most powerful concepts in project management, the art of breaking down tasks. Now, if you tie in these concepts with when you are your most productive, then you can really see a difference in your output. Check out my previous video on how are you managing your time for some hints and advice. So let's think about this. You're at the beginning of a project. You have this massive goal, and it can feel overwhelming. Maybe it's launching a new website, developing a new product, or even just reorganizing your entire team's workflow. The initial burst of energy is great, but what happens a few weeks in when you feel like you're not making any progress? You can lose steam and momentum grinds to a halt. What's the solution though? Try breaking down the big goal into smaller, actionable pieces. This isn't just for the sake of a to-do list, it's about creating a series of small wins. Each time you complete a small task, even something as simple as write the first draft of the mission statement, or create a project folder structure, you get a small dopamine hit. That feeling of accomplishment will fuel you and your team, and it will build up like a snowball rolling downhill. Now, this should never be looked at as a one-and-done kind of thing. This strategic thought process needs to be revisited throughout the entire life cycle of the project. A common mistake is to break everything down at the beginning and then never look at it again. Let's walk through an example. Say you're launching a new mobile app. At the start, during the initiation and planning phase, you might have a high-level task like design user interface. That's still a pretty big task, right? So you break it down further. Sketch initial wireframes, get stakeholder feedback on wireframes, create high-fidelity mock-ups for login screen, design app icon. These are now all small and achievable tasks. Once those are done, you can move into the execution phase. You've got a new set of major tasks, like developing the front end. Once again, you will need to break it down into smaller, more manageable parts. Build the login screen functionality, integrate user authentication, develop the main dashboard UI. As the project progresses, new challenges and information will inevitably surface. There might be a new technology that becomes available, or user feedback suggests a different approach. This is why you must revisit your task breakdown. Let's just say that you're in the middle of the project, and you get some feedback that a specific feature is too complex for your target audience. You don't just scrap the entire project, do you? Instead, you pause, you revisit your task list, and you reevaluate. You might need to add new tasks, like conduct user testing on simplified feature, or you might need to remove others. The key is to treat your task breakdown not as a rigid contract, but as a living document. It's a tool to help you navigate the project, not a chain that binds you. By continuously revisiting and refining your tasks, you can ensure that your team is always focused on the most relevant, most important work. This prevents wasted effort and keeps that momentum snowball rolling, all the way to a successful project completion. Next up, let's embrace the power of templates. Templates, these are your secret weapon against recurring tasks. Why reinvent the wheel every time? Create reusable templates for common small tasks like feedback requests or even email responses. This saves you time and ensures consistency. It's like having a personal assistant for repetitive tasks. So what are you waiting for? Leverage pre-made templates and watch you and your team's productivity soar. As an example, a marketing project manager was struggling with creating consistent email updates for their stakeholders. They tried to draft new emails every week, but it was taking up valuable time. Then they had a breakthrough. Creating a template for weekly status reports, including sections for project overviews, progress updates, and action items. This allowed them to quickly update the content and send out professional-looking emails in less time. By using a template, they have freed up time for more strategic work. In addition, the stakeholders appreciate the consistent and informative updates. Batch similar tasks for maximum efficiency. Imagine this, you're in the zone, working away on a critical project when suddenly you receive a barrage of emails. your colleagues need quick feedback on minor changes. Before you know it, you're pulled in 10 different directions. Does this sound familiar? It's time to change the game by batching similar tasks. This simple strategy can significantly boost your productivity and prevent you from getting sidetracked. Instead of jumping from task to task, group similar activities together. For example, dedicate specific blocks of time to address all your emails or handle multiple small tasks that are related to a project. This approach allows you to focus your attention and energy on one thing at a time, reducing context switching and maximizing efficiency. In addition to this, it gives you a sense of accomplishment as you tackle batch after batch, knowing that you're making steady progress. Outsourcing or automating. When tasks pile up, it's time to consider outsourcing or automation. You don't have to do it all yourself. Identify tasks that are time-consuming, but not necessarily strategic. Now explore whether they can be delegated to others or automated through tools. This not only frees up your time for more important matters, but also allows you to leverage the expertise of others. For instance, if you're not a strong writer, consider hiring a freelance writer to help with drafting documents. Or if you're great at writing but not so good at graphic design, seek assistance from a graphic designer. Remember, it's okay to ask for help or use technology to assist with small tasks. Doing so can help you by staying focused on your strengths and ultimately contribute to better project outcomes. Outsourcing small tasks can free up your time and allow you to focus on higher priority activities. However, it's important to carefully consider which tasks to outsource and select the right service providers. When deciding which tasks to outsource, evaluate their impact on your project goals and your team's capabilities. Look for tasks that are non-core or can be performed more efficiently by others, such as graphic design, website development, or data entry. Once you've selected a service provider, establish a clear agreement outlining the scope of work, timeline, and budget. This will help ensure a smooth working relationship and avoid any misunderstandings down the road. By following these tips, you can effectively outsource small tasks, free up your time and resources, and ultimately achieve your project goals. The power of effective communication. Communication is key when managing small tasks. Clearly articulate your needs, expectations, and deadlines to your team members or stakeholders. Use available tools like project management software or collaboration platforms to keep everyone informed and on track. By fostering open communication, you can avoid misunderstandings, set clear expectations, and ensure that everyone is working towards the same goals. Remember, managing team communication can be tricky. Understanding your style of communication and the energy that you project can help you get a more productive output. By prioritizing effective communication, you can streamline your small task management and drive project success. So, to recap, start with the big picture. Define your major project goals. Break it down. Deconstruct those big goals into smaller, manageable, actionable tasks. Fuel the momentum. Use the completion of these small tasks to create a positive feedback loop of small wins. Revisit and refine. Don't set it and forget it. Continuously review your task breakdown as the project evolves. Small tasks are an inevitable part of project management, but they don't have to be a source of stress. By implementing these proven strategies, you can streamline your small task management and free up time for more strategic work. Remember to embrace the templates, batch similar tasks together, outsource or automate when possible, and always prioritize effective communication. This isn't just about being organized, it's about being strategic. It's about being resilient in the face of challenges. It's also about making sure that your team's energy and morale stay high, from the starting line all the way to the finish. That's all the time we have for today. I hope you found this short introduction into task management useful. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, activate the bell for notifications, subscribe to Jaxom Talks, and leave a comment below sharing your own tips. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Until next time.